Sheriff's Office. Here to give you a little bit of an update. We don't have a whole lot of news here for you, but we do have some updates in regards to the 3 missing boys, teenagers, in the Nita Mine area. The three boys that we are looking for, Tate Rose, Zachary Herron, Samuel Leon, are still missing. As a little background, last night those individuals were reported missing to the Sheriff's Office at about 9:45. We have been working through the night trying to locate these 3, and the location in which we're searching is focused around the Nita Mine area. There were 3 bicycles, which are the 3 boys' bikes, located in that area. We're focusing in the mines and outside of the mines, in neighborhoods surrounding that area, just so that we can do a very thorough search to make sure that we find these boys quickly and safely. There are numerous fire departments that have responded to assist in the search for these 3 boys. We have fire departments such as the Milwaukee Fire Department, Madison and Appleton Fire Departments, with their heavy rescue team, who are trained specifically for the work in the mine conditions that we're going into. We also have a number of resources from the DNR, from UW-Milwaukee, who owns the mines, and a number of other resources here to help us out. We have a lot of volunteers that have already been in contact with us, and at this time we would like to let everybody know that we do not need any additional volunteer assistance, but we do thank you for that assistance. If we do need some assistance with that, we'll reach out to you and ask at that time. There has been some information that went out on Facebook. I would like to put that to an end. There will not be any type of a public search allowed in this area. It is a very hazardous area, and it is something that we want to have the professionals in there under our control, so that we can make sure that no further damage occurs in the area. We don't want any, if there is an unstable mine, we don't want anything like that to be disturbed. So we're asking, again, everybody stay clear of the area. That includes the media. We ask that you stay out of the area, because if we do have reports of people going in towards the mines, we have to divert resources over to clear that area and keep everybody safe. If anybody does have any tips or information that could assist us in locating these 3 boys, we have opened a hotline. That number is 920-386-4060. You can give any information that you may have, any resources that you feel might be able to help us out. You can go to that hotline and it will be screened appropriately, and we'll get those resources used as we see appropriate. As I said, the search still continues. We thank you for your patience. Thank everybody for their assistance. The next news conference that we will hold will be at 3 o'clock. Hopefully we have some further information at that time. But at this juncture, it is still an ongoing investigation. So with that, I'll open up to a few questions.
Sheriff, any more info about what they might have been doing in that area? If families been able to provide anything about whether that was something they would regularly hang out at?
At this point, we really don't have any other information. The families don't have a whole lot of information why they would be there. There's a lot of theories out there, a lot of suggestions that there's been talk of the Pokemon search. I don't know if that's the case. I don't even know if they're aware of that. There's a lot of things out there on Facebook and in the media that we just don't know at this point. We haven't been able to talk to them. The parents don't know.
Do you guys normally get reports? Do you guys normally get reports of people being in that area, just hanging out or just moving off or whatever?
It is a well-known mine. There are a lot of people who tend to go to the area to look at it. You really can't get to it very easily because of the way that it's secured. And so what we teenagers will be teenagers, and it does happen that they'll wander into areas they're not supposed to be going, but it is a no trespassing zone, so it is what it is.
Sheriff, you said there's about 4 miles of tunnel in that mine, and you had crews on the ground in that tunnel earlier today?
We have crews in there right now, in and around the tunnel.
Okay.
We wanted to make sure it was shored up before we took any resources inside, because we want to make sure that our first responders are also safe. So that process took place. But we are going through a process of searching those mines right now, and we do have experts from the DNR and UW-Milwaukee on scene who have maps and have experience in these mines, so that we can get in there and we can identify if they are in there and where.
How many mines are there?
I'm sorry?
The thermal imaging, did we get anything on that?
The DNR plane was here, and I have not heard that they were able to locate anybody. But you got a thermal imaging camera over a vast area with a lot of responders. It may not have been very easy to identify somebody.
Sheriff, I'm not sure if you've answered this question before, but since they may have been using that new Pokemon app, do they have their cell phones with them? Have you been pinging them, triangulating them? Have you found anything?
We have not. Likely after this amount of time, anybody's cell phone is going to be dead. If they were down in the mines, likely they wouldn't be working. I don't know if a Pokemon app was used or not. That's all conjecture at this point. We can't confirm any of that. So I haven't been able to talk to them, and nobody else has been. So the cell phones have not been helpful at this
Do you
point.
know the last time they were on social media?
I don't have that data. It's difficult to obtain some of those records, but we do know that they were on the phone yesterday afternoon. I'm not certain as the time they were last on the
Do you
phone.
know what they were doing? Why were they, what they said they were doing with their parents, what they were up to?
I do not.
How many mines are there, and will you guys search all the mines?
It's a vast maze of mines. It's one mine with about 4 miles, and it's all connected. So we're going to do our best to search whatever we can as quickly as we can.
Sheriff, how accessible are the mines?
How big of a radius are we looking at here? I mean, how many miles of mines are we looking at, and as far as the radius outside of those mines? Just how big of an area are we covering?
It's going to be the area of Mine Road, Ore Road, and everything is south of Highway 33, north of Mine and Ore Road, in a generally narrow area. But the mines themselves, there's 4 miles, but it's all very close to each other in a maze shape of, it really is a maze. And there's portions of it that are very square, and some of it that kind of winds off.
As far as the getting help from dogs, I was told